Good. It's on. Yeah, on. Thanks, man. All right, guys. Thank you very much. I got kicked off. I think it was internet issue or something. I don't know what is going on, but for some reason, we just came back on. So, thank you very much, guys, for your patience. Please keep sharing. Let's move on and go to work directly. All right. All right, guys. So we have a few things to talk about. Please keep sharing the issue. Let's go on. Let's keep sharing. And me pacho ene menu bedi nkomo ketewa bi. Nkomo na me bedi no mema tips. Into my health tip enie. This is my health tip for you today. It says eat okra. Yes, we know what okra is. Yes, we know what okra is. But it's okra na enyama bebre spiritual things kra no edoso na spiritual things because e benyambre ma kanyama okro yema wo e was spiritual nyama e was spiritual things ano she. So eat okra regularly to decrease your risk of getting cancer. Getting the risk to cancer. Um, yes. Risk of getting cancer, fractures, and constipation. Benefit: it contains folate, which fight against breast cancer, fatal problems during pregnancy, and aid breastfeeding. Um, Remember, this month, October, is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. All right, so bacho di okro, bomodian di okro na okro no ebe wow, very 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 good for your life. Ebe wa brabo ankasa, wankasa wa brabo no ebe wa brabo brutal and big time. Inti message say ubedi sa enyema we bi na ama wa brabo ayekama. Me pacho ene ye wo interview bi ebeye na say interview is very important to me so that we can hear the aspect of other people, who have become gay and for the reasons why they have become gay. I know Black Jesus is a very nice person. I like him so much. And so guys, please keep sharing. Let's keep on running right now. I'm going to rush through the newspaper segment. I think we are almost out of it already. So I'm going to rush through it and see how we're going to go. So now, my mema o dollar rate. Dollar rate today is 6. Hey, dollar rate across row. Dollar now I is 6.30. No, 6.35 Ghana cedis. And euro now is 7.7. And a pound now is 8.29. Yes. Uh info say petrol to be increased next week. Already. All right, so it is what it is. I mama yɛnhwɛ nneɛma a yɛbɛtumi aka ho asɛm fast me nkyɛ bebree ɛwɔ ayi newspaper segment wei ho me nkyɛ ɛkoraa me pakyɛw hyɛ na yɛnkɔ yɛ nim hyɛ ma obi pakyɛw mo a mo ha no nyinaa mo hyɛ no mehu sɛ wohyɛ a mehu sɛ wahyɛ wanhyɛ so a mehu sɛ wahyɛ wanhyɛ so a mehu sɛ wahyɛ nti besrɛ wo bɔmmɔden ana hyɛ I Now Maiden, I see you. Abu Mora, I see you. Aretha Kwe, I see you. Grace Nyadzi, I see you. All right, guys. So let's talk about this very fast. Uh, yeah, 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 Sifimo. Yeah, Sifim. I guys, yes, yeah, Sifim. And so, guys, it is very important. A network is still being very flimsy, very, very flimsy. Network is being very, very flimsy, and so let's be careful and let's support this and let's keep on going. Network no etwesi na kwaba etwesi na kwaba etwesi na kwaba enti mesra obomodia na etie de ye ka no na me ogide se ebetumi aboa ho. All right, so more Facebook, more YouTube. Na kubo nshram no on shram no nyam kese ene me hot so my hot. They say de me planning ya anko ye ene amfa ma me. Network so na network so high off and on ade. It mesre o me pa wo chew. Baby bia wo bia kan ne hunu say bear with us. Why, Mr. 6 minutes any. Okay. All right. So Ekufado storms Winneba today for ECOWAS Parliament opening. So the first clinic CEO wins 40 under 40 award. All right. That's not bad. Radio Gold XYZ back to operation. Radio Gold XYZ back to operations. All right. Good. All right. Yanko the next one. Metro biso na yakoyenim. Bagbin Che Mensa locks horns. I ever lock horns because it looks like every day Che Mensa don't even respect the ombu sa minority no. Asante for ye be bidimu sa na yetie. We don't respect the minority. And you know it's coming from there. And I can say that it is what it is. Inti Mr. Mo and they will always do that. Radio Gold XYZ get license back. All right, so they get their license back. It's a good deal. And yeah, the number be better to have more so they don't make sure marriage. And the way you target there, they will metro and possible maybe Radio Gold and others get amnesty from NCA but must meet conditions. I don't know what conditions there is, but we are going to go through that maybe tomorrow and tomorrow next going. Anti-gay bill will do the needful. Mensa Osebusu Che Mensa or say anti-gay bill we will do the needful. Adewe I serious but I don't know you no very serious, a very political seriousness, serious pa, and you know it is what it is. All right, so let's go to the next one. I think it's the same thing. I think it's the same thing. All right. So let's change the other one. All right. So we won't fail Ghanaians on anti-LGBTQI bill. NPP majority assures. John Buedu welcomes proposed amendments. Dufour's campaign video raffles Mahama's camp. All right, I don't know how that is going to raffle Mahama's camp. I mean, do for all they do so yet, and you know we are not even worried about that. That is not a problem yet. I mean, they know, but it's good that they also contest. We are not going to say don't contest. LGBTQI bill, Ghanaians lawmakers warned. Ghanaian lawmakers warned. I didn't know basa. One thing I make say basa ne say MPs so se be mo visa. Mo so mo timukrom, mo se se mukrom kama. Mo pe visa mo de coin. Mo nte kono mo nye de kro for no pe. Mo nye de kro for no pe. A whole lot. But one of these days I'll sit here and talk about it. Yes, I'll sit here and talk about it. It's very important that we know all these things. It's very important say we know all these things. Here pa here. Okay. All right. So let's go to the next one. I'm going to rush through it quietly. 133 FM stations granted provisional license. Radio Gold, Radio XYZ, and among applications. Hey. Provisional license. Abba. Hey, NCA boss, everybody. Yo, Benduwa, Mobete, Muye de Mbetumi aye. Muye mfanko. Muye mfanko. All right, so Ansa Asare bombs Nana. Adwa Safo in defiance. ECOWAS Parliament opens today at Winneba. All right, that's good. Equapiman Chieftaincy Affairs. Ansa Asare bombs Nana. Some bomb no more because Papa no not dreaming and you Papa. And we need to be honest about this. But bear with me why. My swan shit. There's no sarcasm here. Because baby our network academic code my stress. NPP open door for proposals. Okay, reverse flood Upuni ruling AG. NDC Guru reports to police over incest. Alright. EC no show still ex Bahama. Hey. All right, so we are still going. Yakoso, Rashi very very fast. Ediako. Rashi Diako. Referred flood Upuni rulings. Omoya the ombesom you. Omoya break a all they want is to make sure say Upuni has fallen. That's all they want. And that's all they want. Cocoa Ball try. Onyega was just waiting to sentence Uponi lawyer. Uponi lawyer or person sentencing keke. Hey, we sentence pa. Yebe hezo mwenya. Madwi na ye musa. Ai, we say madwi ache. Yesu yenyi. Wonkoso na mene sesa ubehu. All right, so how many 20 cedis is there to 20 pounds? So 21 to 100, 160 Ghana cedi equal to 20 pounds. 160 is equal to 20 pounds. 160 is equal to 20 pounds. Asefem. Munkanchiromo. 20 pounds. Any year 2020. Ending. All right, that's it for Yabe. I see you. Sam George blows alarm on pro LGBTQ cartoon series for Ghanaian kids. Wow. MP for Ningo Pram Samuel Nete George. All right, so all right, so yanko enim na yenhwe because program no akechiri. All right, Ekufu Ado more interested in shortcutting than completing existing hospitals. Mahama and okre I or shortcutting. So cut sword on your sika, you will get money. When you cut sword, you get money. Some MPs have been denied visas. Want to stay away from anti-gay bill. Denied visas to where? Namo Quay. Jimmy Four, where are you going? Where do you think you're going? Stay in Ghana. Stay in Ghana. You are not patriotic. You want to go to America. You want to go to UK. Stay in Ghana. Yes, stay in Ghana. Na munya de senefata. Mun stay ho. I after emukroma. Emukroma. NCA approved license to Radio Gold XYZ and Z. Ekufo Ado worsening chieftaincy disputes at Okwapemang. Oh, na Ekufo Ado de no de saka yi mano. De no de saka be yi mano. Ekufo Ado. 57 radio stations are shut down. Others back. Yes, others back. Chief of Staff insults teachers motivation fund for Ziavi Senior High. Wow. Some mami we aberwa we 80 years. I me pacho emereno eyaso. Nti e wo say me ye ward na me komanim emereno egusu a eko. I nti egusu ye de e wo say ye. Egusu ye de e wo say ya. And then many panel over Germany. Just imagine about 6 wa ha. By this time, I say wadakura. I say wadakura. I say wadakura. But onyamiadum me bomb pie say me friend na obewa around wafa. No more info ready for you. If I'm fine. Hello?
Yeah, by this time, yes.
Oh, you're lying, funny. Fine. Use more link. Watch it. Use more link.
Okay.
All right. Oh, you are done. All right, guys. Germany is late. It's late. It's very, very late, and I'm not happy that I've treated my guest like that. I treated my guest, in a way. I mean, you say, any ebeji, but minim so betty masi. I so betty masi. Na wama yeniaji ene. All right, so guys, he's going to come on soon, and then we're going to keep on doing what we have to do. Yes. All right, so guys, are we done yet? All right, so guys, we're still on and we are still going. We're still going until he comes up. We are still going. Yegusua yeko yenim. Mache me mama no. Mama na che. Mama na che. I'm from Bonin Cheme. All right, guys, keep on sharing the video and let's see how far we go. Nanama share the video. Areta Okwe share the video. Dachi Hima Oforiwa, please share the video. Siskak Beglo share the video. Esin Kwesi share the video. You people must share the video. Yes, share the video. Yes. So yes. My brother is on now. I'm gonna go take a little bit of how do you call it and come back soon. I'm so sorry I treated my friend like that. So let's get a
let's go. Ocean Oya, Oya, Omia, Umponi, Tietomba. No, me, you so Joban. My corporation, my mom, you my hippie. My own makeup, my bank, fresh up here, me, where they won't hurt my feelings. Mama blind thinking like a goniwa. Wamba, Benny no wamba, Yomba, Benny yo wamba, Numba, Wafen what mama, Wamba, Chini chica, Wamba, Benny no wamba, Yomba, Benny yo wamba, Numba, Wafen what mama, Wamba, Chini chica, Wamba, Ilele, Jolly Kakan Cabo Fio, Keke, she a favor to CCTV man no, Aje, Naya Naba Nefe Unyetazi. Tolo ya shuro baba o se desi. Kente yue mo bang pacho yema bang kekembuno bibe shidi un den. Hey, wati ame kome wobe ume wobe ngame wobe ume wobe ngame wobe ume. Jole son, wafia jole son, wafia jole son, wafia jole son, wafia wabana ngame yebiye wabana ume yebiye wabana ngame yebiye wabana ume yebiye. Wamba Benny no wamba Yomba Benny yo wamba Numba Wafen what mama Wamba Chini chica Wamba Benny no wamba Yomba Benny yo wamba.
All right, guys, this is the time. This is one of my most funniest video. I love this video, and I have my friend Collins Black Jesus on the other side, and I'm going to bring Collins right now so that we can have a very brief discussion, very brief discussion. And so this is Black Jesus right here. Black Jesus, how are you doing?
I'm good.
I'm so sorry. Everything went berserk, and I know that where you are, for you to be up to do this for me, Charlie, I love you, man. I love you. Because, Charlie, it's not easy.
It's 1 a.m.
I know. Like, I feel bad. It's giving me pressure. Like, the time I expected to, get on this, it didn't get on, and it has been something else. But, just forgive me. I know that it's network issues and all that. So I know that you will bear with me. And you gotten up to do this for me. God bless you so much. Black Jesus.
Yes.
How are you doing tonight?
Good.
Hey.
Just managing. The weather has changed, so cold and small sickness, but we are good.
I see. Welcome here anyway. I haven't had you here in a long time.
Yes.
So Black Jesus. So my point is, can you give me a little bit just of who your personality is? I do know who you are. I've watched you, so I know who you are a little bit. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute.
If you ask who is Black Jesus, I'm just a normal, young, vibrant,
sexy,
sexy, always. All
right. So today, like, when I was talking about the picture, I'm like, Charlie, I need a picture. I just say, you should have sent me. You should have asked me for a more sexy picture. Than I was like, anyway, I know you've heard about this LGBT issues going on in Ghana at this moment.
Yeah.
How do you feel about all these things going on?
Thank you for this opportunity. Once again, I greet your viewers. I hope you can hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Oh, okay. And I hope your listeners are also hearing my voice. Because I don't want to talk loud.
I think we the sound is good.
Okay, good.
I can understand.
One way or the other, thank you for the question.
Okay.
One way or the other, I will say this bill, as you can see, I have gone through all the bills.
Oh, wow.
Whatever memorandum or whatever they have written, I have gone through all of them, have my own doubts, have my own question, because I also, part of my job is also like an activist. So I have been also been able to sit down on a table with like some few organizations that I work with here in Germany, and also some lawyers as well, to go through this so-called memorandum that is they are trying by some judge and his team to find their way of passing this memorandum. First of all, I will say, if they try to pass this memorandum or this bill, as they call it, one hand is bullshit. The other hand, it will also be good. It's two things. It's either negative or positive.
Okay.
It will be good for anybody at all that will or that wants to travel outside Ghana to seek asylum, to earn and get how do you call it, secure
Visas. Yeah.
and aim permits. In
Okay.
the other, it will be good for people that are traveling, people that are already in Europe, that are suffering to get a stay, to get a work, to be able to do something better for their life, to help their families back home. Because as it stands now, we have so many Ghanaians worldwide that are trying to seek an asylum worldwide. Anytime people goes or people try to seek asylum, they go, they say, and they use in quotes, maybe gay or lesbian to seek asylum. They turn them down just because they tell them your country is safe. You can live in your country as a gay person without any problems. Forgetting we have so many problems going on in Ghana, but that one they don't talk about it. Secondly, on the other hand, people living in Ghana, it's a threat to their life.
Okay.
It's a very big to their life. One, it tells you when you look at it, when you go through the whole bill they are trying to pass, it tells you even if you are walking on the street and somebody suspects you that you are a little bit feminine, the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you act in public, you are a suspect, which people need to report you to the police. That is the first one. So it's going to make Ghanaians, gays, acclaimed gays without any proof, feel unsafe in their own country.
That's right.
You go through this bill they are trying to pass. In some other hand, when you go through some portion, it also tells you if you are a landlord and you see somebody coming to even rent your room or your house, your apartment, and you see something fishy about the person, like the person is like feminine, the way the person talks and everything, don't give your apartment, don't give your asset or your house to that person. You need to report that person.
Okay.
So it's either that way or that way. This bill, it's for me doesn't make sense because we are all Ghanaians. They cannot tell us that Ghana, there is no gays in Ghana. It's all like this religious community trying to impose their faith, what they believe in, to suppress the minority. Because in Ghana, as it stands now, gays and lesbians, the LGBT community is a minority. It's not a bigger community. I ask myself, which human can sit down and think to come to the idea that in quotes, such nonsense should be passed? They forget that when they are talking, when you hear Sam George talking, he forgets that people, LGBTQI people, they were also born. They have families. They did not put into consideration what their families will also goes through. It has so many like bullshit things that if I want to like tackle it one after the other, we will not finish this program.
So
Some of the
I'm not cutting you, but I do not. I see. My point is that let's be as diplomatic as much as possible, because this comes with people and lives, right?
Yes.
I was thinking through. I have my main questions, but I'm adding up to what you're saying. I was thinking through. I was thinking through today, and I'm like, okay, there are people here who are Ghanaians who came from Ghana, and knowing that America has a very big gay community. And once we have this big gay community here, we work with them. We sit in the buses with them. We do all those things. We sometimes go to church with them. We do all our daily activities with them. So why is it that they will say, okay, we don't want it there? Like I told you always, I've said to people, I am not gay. I don't want it. I don't like it. But it doesn't stop somebody from liking it. We have to find out the root cause, which we are going to come there in a very minute. So these people over there want to come here. They want to come here, yet they don't like gay. They don't want to be gay. I mean, I'm not want to be gay, but you are coming to America knowing that this is a gay community, it's a gay country. This place is the headquarters of gayism. So why don't you stay in Ghana? Why don't you quit and say, I'm going to Ghana? If there are going to be a lot of gay people over here and do what they want, then I'm going to Ghana. And I'm asking myself, why don't you people go to Ghana then? I think about that. Because we accept them. We Ghanaians that we are here, we accept them. If you make a mess and you go to work, your workplace, and then you go and make a stupid statement about a gay person, you're going to be fired. Yeah. Because it's the law. Yeah. You are going to be fired. You're going to lose your job on that. Okay? But now, you know how to, comport yourself, walk with them, play with them, work with them, eat with them, whatever it is. But then, you're going to say, we don't want it. Fine. If it's a spiritual thing or is a religious thing, I understand that. I have my side and everybody have their side. But my point is that, can we at least stop being hypocrite? Can we stop being hypocrite? So now, look at the bill that they are putting up. Why is it that when you find somebody who is a little bit feminine, why don't you have to rent your apartment or your house or your property to them? Why? Yeah. I ask myself, because
you have said,
if the issue is being gay or being caught having sex is the criminal offense, what about the person renting a house? Is that a criminal offense?
Yeah.
So I can understand that there are certain things that need to be amended in this issue. So, my brother, I mean, I'm trying to be very cautious of my words, because this is going to so many places, so many African countries and everywhere, that I want to be as plain as I can be. So, Mr. Black Jesus, how did you become gay? Just be honest with me. People want to know.
If you start with this, we are not going to end. But
just give it a shot.
Shortly. Let me make it short to you. People all the time confuse themselves. We have two people in this world, especially when it comes to gay and lesbian. We have two different types. I keep on telling people. It's either you are born gay or you are not born gay.
Okay.
You are born gay, it means from your childhood or from your mother's womb. That is how you came to this world. You are not born gay means maybe you learned it from school. Maybe it's a peer pressure. Maybe you were raped when you were young. So these two categories, I classify myself as I was born gay. That is how I was born.
So how do people get born gay? I'm just wondering, like, just how did they born? I mean, what is it? What did you feel when you were born? Like, what did you feel? How did you feel? How was it? Why are you saying that I was born gay? Why are you classifying that?
Yeah, the thing is that if it's not something that you can just bring it out from your heart and show that this is how I was born. It is inside you. You know, from everybody knows, or people will say, from childhood, every smart child from childhood, you can even determine from 5 years going, you can even determine what you want to be in future. And it's the same way people that say they are born gay, from childhood, they already know what they are going to be in future. We have so many people that know deep down themselves that, okay, this is how I am. But because of community, how do you call it, parental, families, and church, religion, and all that, they are afraid to come out. But if people are being given the opportunity to be free, to be who they are, that is where maybe our leaders or people will be shocked that, so for all these years we didn't know this person is like this person is like that, this person is like this.
So can I say, go ahead, yeah. I'll catch it, go ahead.
People that they are afraid and they like hate gays with passion. These are the people that they themselves, deep down their hearts, they are, how do you call it, confused. They are confused. So
you know what the problem is? You know what the problem is, Black Jesus? You know what the problem is? The problem is the bringing up. Okay, the problem, even in America, we still have people who don't like gay people, especially in prison. In prison,
yeah.
If you go to prison and you are gay, they treat you kind of different. You can't live amongst, the normal population, and they have to put you in isolation or join, some kind of place where everything is calm and all that. We still have people in America who don't like gay people. Now, please, what you say?
I said it's everywhere, even in Germany.
Yes. So, don't you feel, different when it comes to when people look at you a certain way and say, Black Jesus, you are doing what God says He hates. God don't like that, because that has been our, bringing up from childhood. So when people throw that at you, what do you say? I mean, what do you say to that? Okay, no more someone okay, and then no more he, no more kaka feneke, no kaka feneke. You see, this is the main reason why Ghana is at the point of which it is. So, what is your argument on this particular clause?
People that don't know their left and their right are people that they get this, how do we call it, attacks with the Bible and all that. Me, I know my Bible from Genesis to Revelation. So wherever you bring the topic, I know where to tackle or answer you.
Okay, so let's take it from here. Let's take it from here. Assuming, let's go to the scriptures. Let's talk. I won't open scripture, but let me go to this country, Sodom and Gomorrah. Oh, you're picking the Bible. Okay, let's go to Sodom and Gomorrah, right? So Sodom and Gomorrah, the story over there was, there were men. We do know from scriptures that sodomy existed in the days. In the days. Because it's not our time. It was in the days where, when the angels went to the house of the harlot, and then they were like, bring that man so that we can sodomize them and all that. Oh, I'll give you my daughters so that you can have sex with them. Say, no, we want the men and then the people that have come to your house. That's what we are looking at, talking about scripture. Now, in this case, this is where my point is. Knowing that is from the past. We know that. But in the scriptures, we also know that God has spoken in the 10 Commandments that, a man must not sleep with a man, a woman must not sleep with a woman, a man must not sleep with an animal, and all that.
Wait. That was not in the 10 Commandments. That was not in the 10 Commandments. So now you can continue.
Why? Why is it not?
10 Commandments
actually, you're right. But right. But you know that it's definitely an aspect where Bible has spoken so much about it that there is no way a man must sleep with a man. It's stated very life, and a woman. I think in Deuteronomy, I don't know whether it's Deuteronomy 18 or something. I've forgotten the scripture very well, but it has spoken so much about that. So what do you think about that?
You know what? Even the Bible, it got to a time that it was a little bit, not a little bit, it was even tolerating gays and lesbians.
Can you fire us a scripture? Can you fire us a scripture?
Let me give you Solomon, King Solomon.
Okay.
You go to Solomon and First Samuel. Oh, you are going. Don't let me preach this evening.
Don't preach. This is don't preach. But you hit us, and we'll be good with it. All right. So, First Samuel.
Yes.
Okay. First Samuel what?
First Samuel chapter. Wait. Give me 1 minute. I can take it also from here. First Samuel chapter 18 verse 4. First Samuel 18 verse 4.
Jonathan stripped himself of the robe that was on him and gave it to David, and his clothing, even including his sword, his bow, and his sash. David went out wherever Saul sent him and behaved himself wisely. And Saul set him over the men of war. It was good in the sight of all the people, and also in the sight of Saul's servants. Should I keep on going?
No, you can stop it over there. And then the second one, you can also
But this place,
look.
the stripping of the clothes and all that. What does it mean? Does it tell us that they did something or something? That what they're saying?
When you read the book of Samuel, the story about David and also his master, there was a connection over there. That part, it tells us how the Bible was tolerant. The Bible, or how do we call it, the God was tolerant about, they were okay that, okay, two men can be together and they will have a wife and children and nobody cares. So far as they are bisexual, it's okay. If you read the Bible very well, David and his master, they were so much in love to the extent that he has to give his daughter. It got to a time when he was jealous. He got very angry. He gave his daughter to David to get. That was the time he said, I pay you farewell. So the Bible, it got to a time, it was very tolerant. They were okay with it. That was why even that portion, they use Sodom and Gomorrah to even declare that that was the reason why God destroyed that land. Even that portion was not true, because it was okay for them. Gone are those days. The
So
Lord
are you
God,
saying that God left them there to do those things before He destroyed it? So it was okay around that time.
it was okay, and it was not because of, how do you call it, gays or lesbianism. That's why God destroyed that land. He saw sin. He saw sin. And how do you justify sin? Sin has no measures. If you sleep with, how do we call it, little children, you have fornicated or you have sinned. If you gossip, you have sinned. If you are an armed robber, you have sinned. When God sent his angels to that land, Sodom and Gomorrah, the angels asked God, so if I should go to that land and find 10, how do we call it, righteous people, are you going to forsake that land? The Lord God answered, yes, I will forsake that land. 10 righteous people. And I ask myself, wouldn't they be multiplied by now in our time of generation today? They would multiply. And he went on and say, even if I go there and find one, how do we call it, person, righteous person, are you going to forsake that land? And the Lord said, yes. But unfortunately, the angels got to that land. They did not find a single righteous person. So it has nothing to do about gayism or, how do you call it, lesbianism. That's why God destroyed that land.
So are you saying that
It
God?
has,
You're saying that God
and then,
likes gayism? God likes gayism? Is that what you're saying?
why, why not? The Bible teaches us that we were all created in his likeness and his image.
No,
If I
that I do
feel
know. That I do know for a fact that every one of us are created in the image of God. I do know for a fact. Yes, that is.
if my Bible teaches me I was created in his likeness and image, and from my childhood till today, I see myself as a gay or lesbian person, anybody in this world, and I say to myself, the Bible teaches me I was created in his likeness and his image. I don't know God. I have never seen him before. So I cannot say God is gay or God is not gay. I cannot say God is straight or he's not straight. I cannot say God is, how do we call it, bisexual or he's not bisexual. I cannot say things about that God that I don't know. What I know is that the Bible teaches me he created me in his image, in his likeness. So wherever I am today, I give glory to God. I accept it in good faith. And even the Bible teaches me that before I was created, before my mom and dad met to conceive, the Lord God that I believe in already knows what I'm going to be in future. And it comes with that question. I ask myself, why didn't God stop me for whom I'm going to be today? If he tells me the same Bible they used to preach against us, condemn us, if the Bible tells me the Lord God knows me before I was conceived in my mother's womb, why didn't he prevent me of coming to this world to be a gay or lesbian?
All right, so BJ, let's ask you this question. But before that, let's keep on going to the question. So in this case, the bill that they are trying to pass, the bill, you see, I don't know whether or not people understand. I do understand.
People don't. People don't.
I do understand that people could be feminine. Don't get me wrong. I know people could be feminine. I've lived with a lot of people, and I'm telling you the very straight gospel fact. People who are very feminine are very nice people. Or let me say, most of the gay brothers I have met and spoken to, had contact with, are very, very nice people. I don't know why that is. I'm telling you, only a few are nasty. But I'm telling you, most of the people I have come in contact with are very nice people. Oh, what is that? Is that a teaching they give you, or do you have your Bible they teach you that, or what? Because it bothers my intuition that you meet a gay person and the way he will have patience, the way he will not judge you, the way he will just be, nice about issues that you don't even have an idea. For you, for instance, why is it that people that are gay people, some of them or most of them are so nice, so nice? I've been thinking about it. I don't know why. I don't know.
The answer is just simple. Because women have this, like in Akan, they say badaye. Gays have a very big heart. And because we know the whole world,
even the male ones too. So I'll come to this. So gay people, for instance, there's two males, but one is a female and one is a male, basically. So
you can
the male one too. The male one too is nice like the female one.
The thing is that we see ourselves as minority in this whole world.
Okay.
And I ask myself, whom am I to judge the other person, no matter what? We have a very big heart to listen and, how do we call it, welcome people into our life. And most of, like, the LGBTQ community, we preach love. That is the most important thing. If we don't love ourselves, who is going to love us then? If we don't, how do we call it, extend our love to the other people, like the straight community, how do you expect people to love you back? Naturally, that is their love. We are just like a woman that has a very big heart for her children or for everybody.
So BJ, let me ask you a very I'm going to ask you a very simple question. When did you start having this feeling actually for men?
I would not say when I start having feeling for men. Since I was born, from 5 years, I realize I'm different. I come from a very large family, but since I was born, from 5 years growing, I realized I was different.
So you haven't had sex with a woman before?
Never. I've never tried it. Yes.
DJ, there are so many women out there that there's a comment right there say, "Hey, my friend, you be gay, you be nice guy. A day here, women day here where they will go marry you."
I have a girlfriend called Patisco.
Okay.
Very pretty.
I've seen her.
Beautiful.
I've seen her. Yeah. But what do you mean, girlfriend? Are you? Do you go both ways?
No. But she loves me the way I am.
Yeah, we all love you the way you are.
Controversial again. I'm going to bring problem. Honestly, I've never had anything to be with a woman before. I've never had anything.
I've never heard you say this before. I never heard you say before. Never. I've been watching you, but I've never heard you say that you've never had anything to do with a woman.
I've said it so many times. The thing is that I believe in one thing.
Okay.
I told you I'm very, how do you call it, religious. My belief tells me that you cannot be like two-faced, mojo.
Yeah.
If this is what you believe in, do or follow that trend. That is the way I was brought up.
Yeah.
I was brought up never to lie. I was brought up in a way that call a spade a spade. Even if the truth will kill you, just stick to the truth.
Did your parents have a problem with you growing up, finding you your feminine side?
As an African parent and African family, they will always have a problem, especially they know they have a young guy growing up with so many expectations. Your families, your parents, your mom, your dad is expecting to have their grandchildren from their son, and it's not coming. Their son has to get married to a woman and all that, and it's not happening. Definitely, from the beginning, they will have problems with you. They will find it very difficult to understand your feelings. Definitely, they have problems because of the pressure community is giving them, society is giving them. Families from other families are also giving them so many questions coming to them. When is your son going to give birth? When is your son going to get married? So even our parents alone, they have so many, how do we call it, stress and so many pressure coming on them. So you will not find it easy. No African family will say, "Oh, I had it so easy." But the thing is that they gave birth to you. There is no human garbage anywhere that a parent can say, "Okay, since my son is not what I wanted, I'm going to throw that my son or my daughter in that human garbage." You can never kill your son or your daughter if you find out. From the beginning, it will be very difficult for you to understand. Most of the African parents, they ask themselves, where did they go wrong? What didn't they do to their son? They have so many stress to themselves that not everybody, how do you call it, survive it. Not everybody can also take it, because it's not easy to see a son or you have given birth to a young boy, and all of a sudden the young boy grows up and then say, this is who I am, this is what I feel. No African parents can take it. So if you ask me this question, I wouldn't say I had it easy, I had it on a silver platter. But the thing is that it comes with determination, it comes with some responsibilities that you have to stand firm if only it's true what you are saying. With time, I think they will learn how to tolerate and they will learn how to also live with it throughout their entire life.
So what will happen if they don't pass this bill? Like if they don't pass the bill, if they pass this bill, let me actually say that that's an anti whatever gay bill they are putting up. So if they pass that bill, how would you feel?
Already that they have not passed this bill, people are going through a lot of, how do we call it, discrimination, stigma, and also harassment already. People don't feel safe coming out from their homes to even go and look for a job or to even continue with their day-to-day activities. There is this guy I know from Takrady who is working with a bank in Takrady. Do you know what happened to this guy? Everybody or people know him in the community. If you see him, he's a little bit feminine from his talk, his walk, everything. This guy went to work in the morning till he went on break, decided to go out and buy food to come and eat at the office. He drove his car, went out to buy food. He parked at a food joint to buy a food. Immediately before he would close his car door, somebody just hit him from behind. That I know you. You are gay. You are your talk, the way you walk, everything about you. You are gay. You are evil. Then they started causing alarm. The guy beat him till blood flowing on him. They torn his clothes. This guy went to the police station to report the incident, what happened to him. The police turned him off. He couldn't go to his workplace again. As I'm talking to you now, he's at the hiding point. He cannot come out from his house. He's scared of his life. So it tells you that already that this bill has not been passed. People, Ghanaians, not foreigners, they are also Ghanaians, are scared of their life. You may walk on the street not knowing who is going to attack you before you could see something bad has happened to you. It's a very serious, delicate issue we are tackling or we are talking about right now, but people don't see the other side. People have not really gone through this bill to understand what exactly is in this bill. The whole thing people are only concentrating about is these are men trying to have sex with men. These are women trying to have sex with women. But to go deep down into it, they don't even know what exactly is in this bill. People have not taken their time to, how do we call it, read the whole memorandum, what they have written. How does somebody, two grown-up men, things they do in their private room affect a whole, how do we call it, a whole nation? Gayism or lesbianism has been there for ages, decades. I have some stories. Today I was trying to look for it. I published it some time ago. Even in our society, years ago, there was a gay marriage in Ghana. Takrady, somewhere. So years ago, which was documented. Gayism has been in our community, in our country for so many years. And we have been living with them. We have been living with our gays and lesbian people. We tolerate them, although it's not accepted. But we see them as human beings. But this memorandum, this bill, is trying to bring division among Ghanaians, among blacks. When you listen to the news, when you listen to some of the things that they put out there, as if these are different people. These are not Ghanaians. These are foreigners that have joined the country, that traveled from another country to live in Ghana. Forgetting these same people also have families.
BJ, you know where I'm worried at. No. I, for instance, I know how society was when we were coming up, when we were going to school. We're hearing these things in school, and people were doing it, and people kept doing it. We know that there are people who are gays who choose to do this in a secret. But there came a time, why, do they want to come out and come in? Why do they want to be free, knowing that this has been going on for so many years? Why do they now want to come out in the shadows and do this? Because my problem and my worry is, one, there are people who enjoy sleeping with animals. There are people like that who enjoy doing that. And, it has become a preference, and we know there are people who do that over here. And even in our African countries, there are people also who are sleeping with animals, dogs, cows, bulls, whatever. For me, I think that is extreme. And the reason why Ghanaians are, I think they are trying to shut that down, is because they do believe that when they open the door for, the lesbian to go or the gay to go, now they're going to come back. Now, I also like sleeping with animals. I want my right. I also like sleeping with a goat. I like my right. I want to sleep with a dog. I have my right. I know it's not everybody that does that. Doesn't that bother you to that extent when that comes up? Because all that is included in one bundle.
No. That I actually don't see it that way. We are talking about humans here. We are not talking about like animals.
Yeah. I know that. But the reason why I only said that is because, there are people who are with us. Fine. What you're saying, I do understand you that we're talking about human beings. But I'm only saying, playing the devil advocate and saying that most of them know that this is how it is. The LGBTQI plus or whatever is attached to it, and people believe that
there is no only the Ghanaians that have added plus to it. Let me answer your question quickly. Ghanaians LGBTQI are not calling for legalization. That is a misunderstood statement from what they wanted. The LGBTQI from beginning only wanted security as Ghanaians, as human beings. Because at a point in time, they felt nobody wants to listen to them. We have seen so many cases, we have so many documented cases that people are being beaten, people are being disgraced in public just because of who they are. They go to police station to report the incident, somebody that has been assaulted, you will not believe that when he takes his issue to the police station, the police will rather favor the person that assaulted the other person. So they felt like they don't have any security. They don't have any protection as Ghanaians. So from the beginning, they were only asking of basic protection, security as human beings. And then they turn the whole thing upside down. That, they want their right. Nobody was asking for their rights. I remember 2016 when President Akufo-Addo came in power. There was a statement that I am the first person, I'm the same person that came out to condemn it. That legalization is not time. It will take maybe 100 years or 200 years. It will take decades before Africa will get to that standard. But what the people wanted is basic protection. Give us protection. Treat me as a normal human being. That when I'm walking on the street, somebody assaults me, I will feel bold. I will feel, how do you call it? Proud to walk to a police station and report my case, report my incident, and the police will take it up from there, make sure they bring the perpetrators to book. Till now, there is no single, how do you call it, law or no single, how do you call it, assault about a gay person has been taken to the court for them to receive, how do you call it, their judgment, for the other people to be, how do you call it, be put behind bars. They will report, they will follow. It will get to a point, and then they will make it a foolish case.
Now, BJ, I was watching a video, and we've seen a few marriages in Ghana. We saw two females in the army get married. We saw a few people doing some weddings, a few guys getting married, and everything in Ghana. These things just look new to people. Just the fact that people know that, oh, he's gay, he's lesbian. When it comes to the marriage aspect, it's new things right there. Like you're saying, they're looking for only protection. But my point is, why is it that they cannot just put themselves in the right way where they cannot be found? Because I don't care, because no guy will go and have sex on the street. No guy and girl will have sex on the street. Everybody does it in a room. So what is the protection for that? For what?
As I told you, the protection is for their own life.
Okay.
So that they will not be killed, they will not be harmed in public unknowingly. Because if I know that somebody is going to kill me, I will definitely try to do something to protect myself. But it has happened so many years that even people get assaulted without knowing. People get sacked from their job place because somebody gossip, okay, this person is gay. People don't get positions in their workplace because they feel, okay, this person is a gay person. It's not, how do you call it, does not belong this position. And for the people, that's how do you call it? You are talking about marriage. Every grown-up person wants to get married or wants to get married. These are two grown-up people. These are not, how do you call it, a teenager, and an adult. These are people over 30 years. If they are in their closet, I don't think how do we call it, this marriage you are talking about, they were in church room or they went to court to sign it. They were doing their own thing in their private room. And as I say, what I do in my private room should not be a threat to somebody. Let's how do we call it? Put it this way. You are straight. You go to your bedroom with your wife. Why does that concern me? Gay people have been in existence for so many years. They never march on the streets complaining that straight people have anal sex with their wives in their private room. They should catch them. They should make law that will bring them to, that will, how do we call it, jail them. So why is it that people, the straight world, let's put it this way, the straight world are more very concerned about gay or lesbian people, what they do in their private room. If I don't think about what you do, why are you so concerned what I do in my private room? And I keep on saying, if it has to do with minors, if the person in this act is below 18 years, let's say below 20 years, they can even increase the age. If it's below 20 years and the person is being caught, I support it. The person can even go 100 years in jail, I don't care. But the fact that these are two grown-up people over 20 years, they know what they are doing. Why should I even bother myself thinking that these people are going to have sex? Forgetting this memorandum or this bill that they are trying to pass. If I were to be them, first thing that I would fight for, that they should close all boys' schools in Ghana. They should close all girls' schools in Ghana. Because when you read this memorandum very well, it tells you that if two guys are even caught coming out from a room or coming out from a bathroom, they should be caught to be taken to court to be jailed for 10 years or 5 years. So why do we still have boys' schools in Ghana? Why do we still have girls' schools in Ghana? Definitely, they are all boys. They will be bathing together. They will be doing things. You know, boys, when we are all together, out of joke, play, we'll be touching each other. Oh, maybe two boys are in a boys, how do we call it? Boys' school bathing together. One will say, sorry for using this word. Your dick is big. Oh, where did you go? Why you have big dick like this? They will be playing. You see,
it's
two
true.
boys
I've seen it. It has
in
happened.
a boys' school. Yes, it happens. In a boys' school, you will all come out from the bathroom and one will spank the other person's ass and say, your ass are too big. So first thing they should be fighting for, that they should close all boys' schools. They should close all girls' schools.
All right, so my brother, there's one question too I want to ask you. I think we have to be doing to get off. Now my other question is that guys on here, if you want to ask a question, please ask your question and put at Sapporo to it. Ask your question or say at Sapporo. Then you put your question to it so I know that you are talking to me. I may not be able to get everything, but I may get some of them. I won't get everything, but hopefully you guys can be able to, I can see what you are writing. See, I'm not here to come and spice anybody. No, that's not the reason for this program. I just want people to understand the personalities of people. People have different personalities and all that. And that's why we are here, and to ask questions of what is going on in Ghana. So, Mr. Kroger, Mr. Agbedanu, so there are health issues on this issues, these things. I have spoken to a few guys way back in Ghana that get how do you call it, small diseases and problems, especially, they say HIV and all that. They say is a reason why they want to make sure that these retroviral drugs that the government is buying and subsidizing over $200 million and all that are not helpful. Number one, our hospitals are not basically equipped for that kind of treatments. And so I was just thinking in this aspect, the very, very health issues that are in this, sexual stuff. I mean, don't they alarm you or people? Because they say that people get infections. Oh, no, I'm being real. Like, I just want to.
I'm also going to be
I
real
know
with your answer.
People want to. Yes. So,
I'm also going to be real with your answer. You know what? That is this question. People they are trying. You see, they don't have any points. They don't have any argument to bring on the table. So they all the time try to look for some like ways to bring something on the table for people to say that okay, because of this, so this is not good for these people. As I'm telling you right now, I'm a very grown up man. What they are talking about, or I have not seen it anywhere before. One, even how do you call it? What they call normal in our African, how do you call it? Sexual right, Ghanaian family values. We have even women, straight women, that also have diseases in their, how do you call it, private parts. They have wax, they have so many, how do you call it, sexual diseases, gonorrhea and everything. It's not only about gayism, it's not only about lesbians. It cuts across human beings, be it gay, lesbian, how do you call it, straight, bisexual, sickness, or how do you call it, infections, is there for everybody. The only thing is that you have to know how to take care of yourself.
All right, guys, I open the phone lines. I'm opening the phone lines so we can get off the thing. I'll take like 3 calls or 4 calls, and I'm going to get off of it. All right, so I have a message here with as I specified, Jennifer Amoa says, at Saforo, please tell my Abuzike president I love him. All right, so Nado Dua says, at Saforo, ask him how they give birth if they want to start having babies. So that's one of the questions somebody just asked. If you can answer that later if you want. And
just a quick one. I want to ask the person that asked that question. Is life all about procreation?
All right, so
where was it written in the Bible or in this world that everybody that came into this world need to give birth?
All right, so the phone calls have begun coming in already. Hold on for a minute. All right, hello.
Hello, Safo.
Yes, sir. Yes, madam. Sorry.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Good.
Black Jesus. Can he hear me?
He can hear you. You can hear her, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, in Brazil.
Fala, hold on.
The brown me you commit in New York. It's more sunny wa. No my job. Yeah. Sapporo.
Yeah.
That's a make it cheap,
Kachi.
Yeah. Okay, you. That's it. Me concern in it. Near corner near Benino. Say, Ghana, say, almost legalizing if anything. Therefore, an answer mum pete. Therefore, no, you're no more next. You're no more, no more, yeah, it's your neighbor, some way you be, you're no more next, and then a gay eba. Into no, almost Casano. Near as a some way mum, say, and then it's a mamma be the other basa. Says you won't be a gay. No, yeah, twice and so. As some way yellow be. So almost almost nipa. Almost any and almost a Ghana for that behavior. No, as some we feel. They am protected gay for. Therefore, almost a young and more. Almost see a provision on mobile. You know, when I see Ghana, or you know, when I walk. Into me, I'm a bill now more, yeah, I'm the other out, you know. Then Puaso cry.
That's it.
Here protection. That's what we need for them. And I think to know, here the hospitals, here education, educating entire Ghana about gays. That's all. That's all we need.
All right, thank you. All right, Filer, lower your television set, please, Filer. Filer. Hello. Hello, Filer. Hello.
Hello, Saforo.
Yes, sir, boss.
Hello, Saforo.
Yes, sir, boss. Ni?
Yeah, today.
When you me able.
Draw more money on you, but fine.
Okay.
Saforo, if I mean, might be in Bragashi, a young allo.
Oh, a banger. A K in the back or young allo.
He been a new.
A K banger. Bow quelle, come here, no bile. A K banger.
A baby level.
A call baby. Darby, baby.
A baby.
Darby.
No, get you and gay, lesbian, get you a mammy, papa, a mammy fake, quite follow you. Actually, gay, lesbian, maybe nunca no. New York, you no, gonna be a cancer, I can't be there.
She bought like it, the Canadian Amanyame cancer. You know that, right?
No, Bill,
but like I now stop Nakani.
I now stop motion, Sunny, Ghana, man, miss I know. I knew what about the thing in Ghana, man.
All right, thank you very much. Hello. Hello. Oh, network. All right.
But even how do we call it? Even population in your Ghana, just let me say something quick.
Hello. Hello. Yes, boss.
Yeah. The Chionia Dofuna.
Yes, I
thanks for this rare opportunity. I need Obia.
Hold on.
BJ dear.
I koso.
BJ the Libya Metatinka or couldn't talk what Libya. That's a busy with shadow. Right.
Yes,
now, me England Hanum and most of my trading I'm a mango for it's dealing with this group of people. Therefore, me no have Martin Yama. First and foremost, Ghanaian community need a lot of education because this homophobic attitude and this holier than thou attitude of always judging others it's not the way the world is going to go forward. For example, in England, at least, me in the train, I can't judge any of my learners. I have trans, I have gay, lesbian, bisexual. I have all sorts of people with different sexual orientations. But the law is that you cannot judge anybody just because of their sexual choices.
Yeah.
And this is what our Ghanaian community are refusing to understand. They're always using the Bible. The Bible is written by somebody. The Bible is a foreign religious belief that was brought to a black. That is not it. Okay, Yebeka's the culture. Our culture frown on it. But the fact is, as BJ is clearly saying, my issue here is that there are some people who are, but they are born naturally like that. Because maybe as I'm growing,
that is where my problem is. That's where my problem is, where people are born like that. He said that, and I can see the feminine aspect of guys. I've lived with a lot of them. We used to have a guy that lived with us that was very feminine. Anytime he's talking, the hands, the way he does his things is very feminine. I know that aspect.
Absolutely.
But doesn't mean that they are born to be gay in that aspect?
Well, no. What I think is that you see, Unipana is a man. He's got a masculine physics, but inside, the mind and everything is feminine. It is not a choice.
So do you think, sir? With that aspect, there could be any help or something? Because I want to say yeah.
And this is the difficulty that we have.
That's right.
They themselves, they have the difficulties, so they have psychological problem. So obi who so a bema na no and behave like a man or have the affection towards a man.
Yeah.
This is a dilemma for them themselves. It's a big issue for them, and therefore what would tell us in terms on one casa crown or any panic so and tell us the only man say or a bema and so me bibia yet to so ba and or ba. This is the issue. So we have to just accept what they are and give them the support. Until the person is torn between, am I going to be a woman? How am I? But even though the uncle said, okay, Mimi Nkofa ya bu uncle brim, obi oya bema, obi visoba. The parents are hard, they beat, they do all sorts of torture and humiliation to this child. So on sister, but the child doesn't.
All right,
my last point, BJ, is that most of these gays, whether we like it or not, they are very industrious. Most of these designers, they are all gays. And over here, but my problem is that at the moment in Ghana, I think, sir, we need more education down to just adapt it, because we may not be prepared to support them as the advanced world do.
Thank you very much. Felicia Canfe. Felicia. I just saying.
Yeah, Collins. So, because Collins is somebody who I really, really like. But tonight, I'm gonna be fair and I'm gonna be honest. Collins no allow me, and the reason why I like Collins is standing up for the truth. And she say you better abuse you be. I did back when who Collins. I could falling in love with Collins. She see I be molest you be so na you better abuse you be. But tonight I'm gonna be honest with Collins. I don't want them to legalize this thing in Ghana. And I have my reason. I think by the time I finish, Collins will understand me. What we say Collins, no, he was born as a gay, right? And he was born as a gay. I have a chrome has say, if somebody say, or you're gay, or you're honest gay, what you say, and you're fake, or you're gay, or we was a quality or mommy or man or better table. So I say, mommy, do you know I'm a gay? Like from one more then. Or people say he was born as a gay, a genuine. But in Ghana situation, gay for no, a bit of abuse. So you can't abuse. It's like me pacha o tie ne obi ohonoma eh obi ohonoma abuse. It's like somebody being a boss and abusing a child who is a maid servant. Ebetimi I say be man na so oba na abuse obi no. Sa na Ghana de ne. And again, if they legalize it now, it's not gonna be genuine. People are going to abuse people. Wow, nipa no mpɛ sɛ ɔbɛyɛ ɛnyɛ mfi n'akoma mu sɛ ɔyɛ gay o, but because of poverty nti na yɛfɛ no sɛ obi abuse no with sika and the person and that's not where the feelings is, but then ɔmo abuse no, and again because of poverty nti obi yɛ nyinaa yɛ nim sɛ gay community no they are rich and ɔmo legalize no sɛ yɛ wu yɛ kun bi ɔmo kurom o. Because a man or woman were than gay because of poverty, because of money. Obi $2,000 and not $3,000. Obi the guy than gay.
Yo, me that's it. What make you point to right here? Oh, my college class, me that's it.
Honestly, I think that I kick against it. It's not there won't be any genuine gays there. They are going to be fake gays. And you know, that's why I said I kick against it. It's me for no biaba.
That's it. All right. 646. Bacho, hold on. Why? Hold on. Now don't let Bacho Kasa.
Yo, Papa. When Yamisra, Papa, many programming, many pa, maybe there are platforms in so. I pray, say, and Kokobe take you one more time now, Marche. But I get back one me person me can say. When we go to the scientific way now, there is no gene in any human being say, ya born say, na ya wanna say onye gay. Me pacho, this is a scientific way we are going.
Okay.
Abrofo nankasa woma hwe nipa genes ni nyinaa there is no gene. Papa, the common sense about this thing they say, and then na nyame create onipa oba ne bema. And I'm one so no o create womo oba ne bema. And then na odan and you giant Bema, and have you thought about this? And what crazy the abnormality in this?
Taforo, let me come in. No, let me come in before she finishes. Let me come in before she finishes.
Hold on.
I want to ask the woman now, or Kasane saying, has she ever been to the animal kingdom before? Is she an animal? If you are not an animal and you've never been to the animal kingdom before, you cannot talk about what the animal kingdom, what it happens over there. So if you want to make your point, but don't go to a Moanis animal. If it's a unya abwa, wakohota, unim dia, unia the moa, and snada. Bet yaka saying, a moa cramp on almost yes.
All right, that's only hold on. 646.
Hello.
Yeah, at the same. Kasabiti.
But I have a dog.
Emma, me adole was school.
Ah, the kasa. Hold on, kakra.
Nyami adum maunze.
Nyami adum boko.
Good. Michia Emma, me adole.
Who have
seen
we are captain in New York. We are also Okita Bible. We also be in the Bible now. Already Leviticus chapter 20 verse 13, Mammy to see.
I didn't come here to read Bibles.
That's why.
We will already Bible. Already Leviticus 20 13, Mammy.
Yes,
Leviticus 20 verse 13. You know,
make a point, you know.
Also, Belma, only the Yoko Belma better a man than wa bomu sio na sai ni pa na so se kunu ani moja ebo ni tiri so ena ono ni quotation no de by say Jonathan eyi ni garment edema no de tata de na Jonathan yi ma David na ya akotare eye ni normal uniform so je ni bi akwa after vest after what eyi military accoutrement na guso eye military accoutrement na Jonathan eyi ma David it ni okano it's neither here nor there. Let's no. Also, I have a plan on no feeling or your back. Me no money yet.
All right, me that's it. All right, hello. Oh, Melusu na dole. Hello. 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 Oh, and then my calls no drop power. Almost about 300 calls. 300. Hello. Hello. Hello, Bacholo TV ni why?
Okay.
Bacho Kasarienti.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. I've been enjoying the program, but we must not entertain this kind of people because actually
Meba. What we say, I want us all to be respectful. So I say this kind of people are. Yes. I won't take that.
Listen,
Meba, team.
Okay.
I say this kind of people. Me person we are respectful. Make your point. Ebia me gay. Me say we say we don't make it data. I would understand that aspect. Yes.
Okay.
Because man Fanamba has said Yebesupano. No. Because he's yes.
I will draw that. I will draw that statement.
Yes.
I say me person LGBT or who say there is nobody under this earth that is born to be a gay. There is nobody under this earth.
Okay. I don't know your statement. Into the make a statement
we have some people that are born as they behave like a woman.
But why do they behave like a woman?
But that doesn't mean that they are gay. If God, if actually they are gay, like why did God give them that sex organ?
All right, let me ask you a question. I understand you. Let me ask you a question. Do you know that there are women that has penis and they also have vagina?
That one I know.
And do you know that there are women that have have breasts but they have penis? You know that there are people like that?
I know.
Okay.
I even have a friend.
I can believe that there could be medical mistakes or hormonal mistakes. I can believe that. But when you say that it is not that, I don't think that's. But Ude Kasa because
actually he's protecting his right, but he should also bear in mind that under this earth nothing is hidden. So whatever that they feel they should do it. But for Ghana, we are not going to accept it. If this don't happen in Ghana, the whole country is going to be destroyed. Because especially we the youth, we like money. And actually what is happening in Ghana, the system is hard. So if this goes on, it is going to destroy the whole country.
But nobody. No, I don't think anybody is saying that they should. I don't think anybody is saying that they should allow them to marry. I don't think they are saying that. I don't think anybody has said that. He said that in the beginning. All right, thank you very much. Phyla. Hello.
Hello, Safuru.
Phyla is saying.
Me patrol yon kupon from there yeah na now do amomo na enyo Safuru.
Matthias yeah. Fala kosuma me de nko
yo Safaro de edikai me bo abaso yankopon hira wo empagyaw enya wo kasentu nkomaye na de bia wo nsori bo aduma pa na mai Ghana enko nanim enhira ya papa no so a waka wo hu no na me kan chawo se yankopon hira me papa Kabintila empagya no enya no kase entu ni nkom enfamaye na de bia wo nsori bo aduma pa na mai Ghana akona nimpa we enka ya papa Kabintila adwuma fo nyina ene ni maame ni papa ni na abusia fo nyina na me ncha me incoming national organizer Yusuf Yamin Nami Chami, incoming regional Asante regional chairman, lawyer Ivan Simon Kwa. There's a photo wouldn't be.
Meet you.
The photo.
Yes.
I knew me. For on my Ghana, your team, your business is good. Your importers and exporters, ebre, market woman, esu, education, agu, manual ye truka, no millionaire do no me way, ebe senaka Ghana home. Wouldn't say gay, the bonny, gay Islam kutia, gay Christians kutia, gay anonymous busum fokra, ekutia because gay enya at the papa gay enya dia, elibabe susu. Ye ka say bema enda, ebani bema enda, enumi bani. Coronavirus kwa yare na ba yenya ho aduro no na ge yare so embeka ho me ne se foro yenka na kwa manyame babia na nado di tibi o manu tibi ekono enyo na yenyo bia so na edige no animo na nado lawyer 2020 lawyer akotompom na wodi animu a wodi ge foyachi se foro besinde yenti se president nado wa ka de edi afa ho nti ye kasa na nado di gay abagana yendi kan abrata mess
Filer me ba o filer ti o wo hu say sa de we ti o filer this thing was existing mimico school no when I was in school my SP they were doing that and we caught them one time it has existed it has existed ebinim de ye omonyema ebinim so normal I don't know what it is but wo de wadwen no kire wadwen na ye move on na ye nkọ anim na ye mfa next call bi kire
Safari yo me de ma adwen nyina ne se genu de enya adepante sere ye papa de nadu sa genu de wonye free na momu because omanu kra nye na di gebe ka wo di aminu ayasamu antina ta mess e ka che we adiboni we na me di be ba mama miska mo fo musika John Mahama ka di same thing man pende da ku fo ka di same thing bananado continue lendel e ka se e ko pa se mimi ni wo se foro e ko ma pressure ge betima ba ma ye adenti na ti ba no sa
all right fala be da say
yo se foro mbo mpaye.
My Lucifer. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Safari.
Yeah, me. Run up. Let's.
I think the whole, how do we call it? The concept or the whole thing, people are
understanding it.
Misunderstanding it and misinterpreting it. The illiteracy in our society, in our country, in our community is too high. That is our problem. How can somebody tell me that LGBTQI human beings, how do we call it, seizing the development of a country? It's actually something that when you think about it, you don't get it. You ask yourself, the developed countries that have even legalized it, are they not living? They are even moving forward. The developed countries that have legalized it are leading even your country, our country, thousands of years behind. And when you sit down and you hear, I don't know the gentleman or the people that are commenting, are calling to even talk like this, I even ask myself, do they even read? Do they even watch international news? Do they know where the world has gotten to? How can people be so archaic?
BJ, please hold on for a minute. Hello.
Hi, Sapporo.
Yes, sir, boss.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening. I'm calling
from Mampong.
Mampong. I heard you saying.
I feel for the gentleman you are interviewing. It's not easy
Yeah.
You know, it's not easy. From the expression, I really understand it. Look, Safo, when I was in school,
okay,
one guy approached me, started playing with my backside. And I said, what is wrong? He said, he loves me. Well, I said, nonsense. I'm not into that game. I'm a man. I love having fun with women. You know, the guy was in it, and at the same time, he was married eventually after school. But he died. He died out of these diseases and whatnot because he couldn't stop it. You know. Hello?
And how many years are you talking now? How many years is this?
Way back 1982, 83.
Okay.
I was just about writing my O level, right?
Oh, wow.
It's so sad. It's so sad.
You were writing O level at that time.
At that time.
Hey, Oda.
And there was gayism in the school.
Yeah, it's been there. It's been there. That's the point.
It's been there. But you see, the point is that whilst we've been living with them, there was no problem until this issue of unfortunate statements. And then they started mounting the pressure. If it had been so, like with our previous presidents have stated, we will be living with them quietly and nothing of that sort would have happened.
Exactly.
But the moment the president said, where there's pressure being mounted, it is bound to happen. Then they started setting up offices in our communities and in our country, and which is very dangerous. Saforo, we've been living with them all this while. Nobody has chased them from their homes.
That's right.
Nobody has beaten them or whatever until this unfortunate statement. And I'm very sad. I feel for the gentleman, honestly. So if he is a man or a woman now, I don't know. And then this so-called transgender thing. Look, everybody who is born has a DNA, and your DNA determines if you are a male or a female.
That's right.
It may become, sometimes scientifically, you may be a male, but you have a female genital organs and the rest.
Yeah.
There are those few exceptions. And these are mistakes which came about during conception.
That's right.
You know. And so then there are a way with that educational facilities must be set up for these people and how to, I don't know the word to use. You know, there are some who have intentionally turned themselves into gay just because of making money, and which is an exception to the rule.
I don't know your jacket.
Yeah.
I am a comment. They are like that. You are saying that there are people that are like that, and there are other people too who are in there who just want money and they have gone into it.
Exactly, and that is my fear. And you see, some of these guys who are into this game, some of them are trying to woo some of the innocent youth to their side. Now, if they should continue and multiply and there is no more procreation, what happens to the world? What happens to the world? You know,
but the question here, one question I want to ask you, one question I want to ask you is that, I know we are supposed to be reproducing, but in our age and time now, are we supposed to be doing that only for procreation?
Sex is made for fun too as well, but it must be man and woman affair. Hold on here.
Yeah.
So, Saforo.
Obomitwe.
Yeah. Onwishi. Whoa. Noni penny or me this kind of the minors in those they need help. They must open up some psychological facilities to tune them up. And you see, right from the word go now, I don't know if he was born in the midst of women, but way back in Adabraka, where I stayed, there was a guy who was born in the midst of women. He grew up like a woman and he started doing this gayism thing. He is dead now.
Okay. All right, thank you. Thank you, Dubo.
Well, we're back by 5. We shouldn't chase them and put them out. We by 5.
Yeah, hello.
We should run.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Can you be brief? 1 minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good morning, so good evening, because I feel Germany.
You're a champion, Jabba.
Oh, okay. Mama,
Germany need back to Adiachi. Mama Nanda, Mama.
I mean, Collins, yeah. Collins, yeah.
Collins.
Yeah. On say, Mama, and pay. On say, Ghana for Africans, no. Then, here, will never do.
Yeah.
Na mbrewe ya leaders no o de go mutai to woman this player on compare aboa to a human being. Listen, there's a wide difference between aboa and lipa. Aboa, the way on a possible aboa, sana aboa here. The animal don't have the power to make a choice. We need the power to make a decision. That's the difference between a human and a aboa. But it's a new. Comparing in first issue, compare a human. What the power to make a choice, to make a decision to an animal. One own power, is no go area. But the make a watch because aboa, Sanya born on Sanya program on. I think only the power to make a choice. Here comes a human or the power to make that choice.
That's right.
You know what I said?
Yeah.
Homosexual. I was once against homosexual till I discovered that myself for many years back. Or again, we just told you, the chef on you going again. One day, the one baby started to say, Chef, we are very much the one young Bama. To my surprise, the way in fact, that is a fine. Who will the way? Papa started educate me by showing her scatter on insurance picture and say, yes, I am Bama, but tell the press. Listen, we need education. People need to open eyes. Or we play the many education people, these people, or yes, start to look at the picture to try me. So you can't bring my umbrella or your Bama, but only clear. So do you want that person to become young girl? What means I am put back? No, we are body system new. Some of us think that they have the chef really getting on that, but changing the mindset. Oh, so this people only a reality. Oh, but here you know Ghana for Africans, the way you people how they push it to be, you know what I mean? What do you know? I used to be need to be mature in things because you think that the way you boy how they care. Everything we get our own compare is human too. Animal fair, animal, aboa, any aboa, the boy, Uncle Berman, Nana. Look at it. It is because we lack education. The employee for almost scientists now, almost doctors now will step on that. And the process, some people are wondering away, and they will be shocked. Germany, no one need to go, boss. US, no one need to go. One question, I almost say it is against our culture. Boss, you will say, what is a culture? A culture, a mamra, a choir, a Kobe, an answer Kobe, a possible memoir. Memoir.
Yeah.
Can you, or those who are almost fighting against give you one country in the whole world, the culture, and say, then they impetuous between you. Can you come with one? If you are able to come out with a country, and Kobe, and I say, that's a thing there. Your culture is an impetuous between you. No! It is never, you need to do what I see, or maybe even German. And then yes, I'm fighting for that right. I didn't just because someone will say an abnormal way, and yet normal thing. But only with the help of their scientists and their doctors, they were able to come out and say, no, these people to know, they are there. But one thing Africans, we lack respect. We don't want to do respect the way a Bible says, and I will go to Bible. So you go to and no, Bible is shared 400 years ago, 4,000, 5,000 years ago. You are trying to tell me that we should use that the same book about 2021. And ever. What we do, I want the man to be more. And what bad you will say, so Obaya Asonia, you know, Obasoya Asonia. Young fast one come I probably for me and seen a book. Because I want to go to Bible and say, Sam Barry, I say, Why in here that the bias for here? Or make you see that what? We should be bold. The only truth will save our land. If you are talking about the Bible, I don't know what I for them. All the women authorities that was on yes, without it. Let me show.
I am Michelle. All right, that will be my last call. Hello.
Hello, Savoro.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening. Saying.
Yo, Pacho say.
Emi adum. Pacho kasani enko wa
minute. Pacho, midindi Abubakar me kasafri Asante Mampo nsuta.
Yo, Asante Mampo. Okay.
Na minchia koma yepenyini. Dia obekasa asisi akọ no. Okay. Me da asese manya mo pa anytime bia me fira me nyamu. Abe good say ndede enso me saka mo.
Kasa.
Me da otumfo asipa se no. In fact, ya wasumu. Ya wasumu ti ase.
That's right.
Na Saforo de kan ho me pese me kasa no yesisia be ma ya oti wo ye. Ase be ma wo ye nice pa o. Nice pa but ayi sabu nyame se nka na kure. Nipa nso wo ye nice ene nkyire se bia. Wama ya Ghana for several. In fact, me manisi bigisu yewra because otiwe wanya a bit say president minister bi ho obetima aye. So busa who say
uye gay with the president. Na ya pay for uri na pay for omo ye. Ya pay for uri omo ye.
There be mpacho minim. Mpacho Saforo. Saforo.
Yeah.
Sabu, all say in Ghana here or in Africa here. In fact, our life is different.
Yeah.
And then we are difficult to understand things. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's right.
And although you see, sometimes we are believe what do they call it? That's Christians and the Muslims and those things more than like what this man is doing. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see, Saforo, let me tell you something. I like Nana Akufo-Addo president. So when he legalized this man, like a LB, what I don't even know how to mention it. And then he should also legalize all in armed robbers in Ghana. One. You also listen to me.
But armed robbers and gay people are two different things. I mean, you are off. You are making a lot of you are making a lot of nice things. But obi oye gay or no chira will say sad of say you won no obi oye armed robber no abas aso abefatua or the kuripa boy. How do you legalize these two together?
Saforo, let me come. Obiani was as we so you won't say one by a lesbianism and I say
at this moment, or no edge know how he feels. And as a Uko books or Chelsea no feeling. Now we are not here to judge him, but you just make your statement and let's go on.
Saforo. Yeah, Quran, mimi ye kremoni, a Quran say jaju be crampona, more jaju be no or atemuda win consequence of befem.
That's right.
Mami kanachi na tieni ye. Oh, say we are siano. Yampenny for mimi ye, kunkomani asebu, make a baby achiro. Yes, appointy. Which is Saforo?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, Bitty.
Saforo. Yes, appointy, Bahen and Mammy and Nede. And also Eddie Diane. What is the American?
Yeah.
Natio, several, the old kind of Saforo. And the Mammy be making statement say, what did you compare and more Tiase, but a minimum the mission before
one cassa or did you compare wow or say Abua or yet Bema or any young Bema that pain. That's what she said. One cassa or the compare Abua.
Okay, fine. Saforo. Mr. Mami making is that point no entry you say one compare need to say like one compare this our make statement be actually say now we bema what you say we bema na okwatamu bema yonku na mo akwada just imagine na sabi ba wa Ghana how they can ba population na kan bema population na who make you choice yami nso amo sa o
Medasi, Osi on Pemba, you fancy what Medasi.
Oh, that be now Pemba, now Busanza, and you go ban a wound. Pemba, so ban a woman. Gentlemen, the Filupa, but don't Pemba ban a woman.
I mean, I see. I make a film because of my bar, who's a walk by no.
No, the thing I can see. Can we make a program of Billy in a phone line? Say the program cannot continue because we have not even dealt or even gone halfway of the topic.
Yeah. No. But BJ, you see, the problem is that I like the interaction today. And the interaction today is great. And why I'm saying this is because some people don't understand, some people don't know. So it is good they know. It is not going to change you, a person.
That one is true.
That's right. So I mean, people can learn from what you're saying. They can either choose not to learn. But we are not here to castigate you. We are here to hear your case and your personality and why. And that is just it. And I just want people to understand this. Okay? I just want people to understand this. So this is where we have come. And honestly,
I want to make one statement.
Okay, go ahead.
You see, I keep on saying that people always twist the conversation.
Yeah.
People twist the topic. The moment they hear gay, lesbian, LGBT, it's just one thing that comes into their mind. Oh, they want to have sex. They want to have sex. Excuse me to say, sorry to say this. Oh, anal sex, vaginal sex, both women and women. They twist the whole issue. Nobody is talking about sex. As I said, if a woman and a man goes to their private room, do we know what happens over there? For all you know, maybe it's the woman that is fucking the man. You may not know that is their private room. If I go to a room with a man, it shouldn't be about sex. If I'm lying on my bed with a man, it shouldn't be about sex. Why do Africans always want to contradict themselves, wants to change topic, wants to, how do we call it, come to easy conclusion for their fellow human beings? I'm talking about my safe, how do you call it, security. I want to feel as a human being. I want to feel as a Ghanaian when something happens to me, I can, how do you call it, go to the police station, report my case, and make sure that I get a fair judgment. I want to be filled as a human being that when I walk, when I'm sick and I go to hospital to get treatment, a doctor will not pick a Bible and start to preach to me that, oh, you are gay. When was the last sex you had? You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
But Africans, as we are, anytime they hear gay, lesbian, then they jump into conclusion. Oh, two men want to have sex. I can swear to you, for the past 6 months, I've never had sex, but I'm married. I can be with a man for 1 year that we don't even have sex. It baffles me when some Africans are talking. The moment they open their mouth, you can hear the illiteracy from them. It's high time people change from this illiteracy. People should get education. People should get updated. That anytime they hear about gay, it should not be about sex. They should sit down as the people that are calling, the people that have been watching this program, you come on the program, you just see that or hear that, oh, the person sitting there is gay. Instead of you to take a minute, listen to the words that is coming out from the person's mouth. No, they just jump into conclusion. Oh, anal sex. No, they want to have sex. They want to do this. They want legalization. Just sit down, listen to what the person is saying. If you have a question, you ask the question based on what the person is saying. Since we started this program, I never hear anywhere in this program that I was talking about legalization.
Yes,
My
that's a fact.
main focus was basic security as human beings, basic health care as a normal human being. That when I walk on the street, I feel safe. That when you see me walking with a friend on the street, that you don't judge into conclusion. You don't jump into conclusion that these are gays, then you start assaulting them on the street.
That is not good.
So I
That
would
that
beg
aspect
my
is not good.
fellow Africans, my fellow Ghanaians, that this kind of lifestyle, this kind of jumping into conclusion so quick, that is what is bringing our country back.
Yeah.
It's a pity a white man looks at Africa and tells us that Africans are far beyond, we are like backwards decades, which is very bad. You said something that I was very happy. There is nowhere in this world that we can say this is European culture. Their culture is gayism and lesbianism. Every country started the way Ghana started before they came to conclusion that these people are human beings. They are our brothers. They are our sisters. If they say they want protection as human beings, the way people harass them, we should give it to them. Germany, for instance, years back before they legalized it, people were beaten, people were tortured, people were how do we call it, mishandled.
Yeah.
And they sat down
Oh
and they
wow.
thought, this kind of things is not human. We should love each other. And you will hear Christians come to call on this program instead of them to listen to their education, instead of them to say something better. Preach love. We are all human beings. We should love one after the other. We should tolerate each other. Sapporo, let me ask your viewers one thing. If you go to a chop bar, and me, for instance, like let's say we go into a chop bar, I meet you, Sapporo, in a chop bar.
Yeah.
Me, honestly, I don't eat kokonte. I hate kokonte in my life. If I see kokonte, I will run.
Hey.
I walk into a restaurant or a chop bar and I see you, Sapporo, eating kokonte. Because I say I don't like kokonte, because I hate kokonte, then I come to you, give
And
you
slap
a
you.
slap,
For
start
eating kokonte.
beating you because you like kokonte. Is this human?
No.
Can people be reasonable for 1 minute? I have to learn how to tolerate you. I come into a choba, a restaurant. I don't like kokonte. You love kokonte, you are eating kokonte. It's my duty to tolerate you, love you as a normal human being, that you also love kokonte. If I don't love kokonte, it's my problem. I have to know how to learn how to deal with you, to be with you as a human being. And these basic things, Africans or Ghanaians, we find it so difficult to understand. We find it so difficult to understand. Why wouldn't the white man still look at us and call us like funny names, say stupid things to us? Because common basic things, Africans and a black man will find it difficult to understand and to relate. It's very bad. When they start to talk about gays and lesbians, they talk about we are not being born by a woman. They did not carry us 9 months. They talk as if we were just picked from a stone or from a tree. And these are people, Sunday, they will go and sit in church. When day break, they will go to their mosques saying they are preaching or they are praying to their God.
Oh, Father, hold on for you. In some little call. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, I'm saying.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm good. I'm good, man. From Ghana.
Where in Ghana?
Yeah. From Ankafu Psychiatric Hospital.
Oh, Ankafu Psychiatric Hospital. Okay, so what is your contribution?
Yeah, I think I've been following the program from the beginning. So now what I wanted to come in with, we have to see the homosexuality as a whole, as a mental condition. Yes, that's the new DSM-4 even talks about homosexuality. But we, the blacks, and we always try to use our religious to make our religious overshadows.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay, we make our religious belief overshadows our judgment. That's the main reason why we try to victimize those with such problem or those with such feeling. Being a homosexual doesn't mean you are sinning or that. No, we should see it to be a condition of which they need extra care, extra love from we, their friends or family, so that we can help them to overcome or to go through from it.
So you were a nurse. So at this moment, do you think that they need help?
Yes, they really need help.
Why?
We always say we have the normal. The normal norm is a man to a woman. But once someone deviates from that man to woman, they become sort a disorder. So there's a deviation of which we can help them to get back to the normal norm. Yes, you have chosen to be with the females. Yeah, that's the normal. But based on how it could be, the causes of such problems are plenty. So depending on what made the person went through such, that's our main focus. So we have to show love to them instead of victimizing and trying to say, yes, care or more, we are chasing them. That's not the right approach to tackle such issues.
But dear, I do not agree. Say, because when we say, me feel say, Ghana, whoa, the way I sometimes I told you I'm to who video be an ambe say you see obi akofa boy bi na akodate na so hwilechi na twine fi form sa naked twine fi form sa na abonu sa. No, those things are not good. Enye. Okay, so you are saying this. Maybe one day I should find a doctor that knows more about this, so we'll talk about this so that we can also have our people see his point of view as well. And so you feel that it's an order where it's a disorder where they need help. How are you going to help them? By injection, by pills, by counseling, or by what?
Yes, you did mention counseling. Counseling is one. And it's all about trying to know the main cause. Once you know the main cause, that will be much appropriate for you to tackle it. Because of poverty in Okomu. So once you're able to tackle the poverty and you engage the person in counseling, and that's one we call behavior modification therapy. that's trying to modify the person's behavior. That's how you go by such problem.
Into Obia also feel say no he was born like that or tisa or ya kwalari nyina yesi or ye kojo besia or ye funny girlish feminine so what do you do?
Ebi mo dey hormone or show more of the female characteristics now.
Okay.
In America, say ni na counseling. Ebi mi so your friend kwadwo besia so me nye besia ya kan ma me smart jatin so and the me nye kwadwo besia no. But there's a way that we can go through such person in terms of counseling to modify the behavior for him or her to accept say me ya bearman instead of kwadwo besia no me ya kwadwo bearman. That's the way we go through.
But ade no say e woni mu no feel say na opena oni ko counseling. Do you think the counselor can solve that?
We, in terms of there are others, they exhibit some bit of anxiety problems and other ways. So medication also helps, but it's more of therapies and also the counseling that we always administer. And yeah, one day job in then yes, be a simple sir. Yes,
okay. So we are psychiatric. There's a unim sajama we nyina. Can you advise the public? What do you think? What advice do you think you can give to the public?
The only advice that I can give to my fellow public is that we should see them as one of our own. We should see them as our brothers. We should see them as sisters. And the best way we can help them is for us to be what? Show love to them instead of the victimizing. Now, we shouldn't always jump into conclusion trying to use our religious affiliation or any other mindset you want to judge them. No, we shouldn't judge them. Now, but there are ways that we can help them to go through.
Why no be sorry? You be wono be ma you be wono no be ma you be wono na or say me dear me for so bad no to me pretend. You when you pretend, you know you are pretending. So be pretend also only say you can know the person is pretending, right?
So for us, as soon as maybe as and why no so best so now I treat to us me kwa Jimmy in your car. Bibi ne pushy bibi.
That's right. That's right.
Bibi ne pushy bibi. Until I get to know the a pushing na and then be to me Obia no ya wo not sir. Bibi na akoba so once we see it in that way, that's when we begin to see how we can help the person. But who now start to say which is now.
Yeah. Papa Ness, hold on, why? Hold on. Hold on.
Okay, Bibi saying no. Why not best sorry? I can say or quack trick to Eddie if anything. Aji Obinka. That's one you cannot do that comparison. Why? If you say Nipano Kana or Quacogen, oh yeah, baby. We don't need car or anything from people before we are who we are.
That's right. I know the episode or the wake. I made an analysis or the wake.
It wasn't a good, if anything, scenario and answer point.
If you say, what did you mean by that?
May come and to say, and yes, say your war no, na san or chance I will bury as a son at a baby, be never mark, me quack or to akorobu obi because me yes, cardiac baby. And to me, patch say, obi obehu or be finding yourself in such situation. Or no name the your cancer pushing or cocoa, so name the reason to oil. So once we try to see them as one of our own, then we engage them to know the reason to ABA. That's how we can help.
Yeah, but the point is that and you na sabi ABA sika na mo muremu. Ana
main kinds is to say sika ntan as and fatuna na me ye de ntia. Obo am ABA minimum obi a me to me go through session or coming out. The issue is that osano obi rape no.
It could be a papa
rape no when ya laugh for them might be in Tafido when the now could say on only a more safer to be with than on a better because of rape man when self to be a you can't say lesbian.
Okay.
So once we get to know the problem, that's how
Papa Ness, hold on. Papa Ness, hold on.
But when we start chasing them, that's why they also keep going away. So that was what I was getting. Not because of money, no. Obi when baba, but oye say. So once we get to know them and we show love to them, for them to tell us their problem, that's how we can find solutions to them.
Na Papa Ness, uni obi a session, uni bakrono, or your bema, so or vagina, or sansu or a penis da.
Oh, I have seen so many people that have not
who be the ba unu say wo
yes.
Yes.
And no say the cause what caused that? I want to know what caused that.
That's one we can only ask God.
Yeah, can we exactly we illness and mental problems are obsessions no obiane their driver no.
That's right.
Obiane their driver.
Don't get me wrong. Minim guys be all labadia. They got in by, you know, money, will say, and omu different people. But obia ono ya wona ono no obe masa wo ba. That person no tete no unim se tete no dey edum ko tu nsu anu ya koku unim sa. They go and kill those people. And then no, what do you think is happening? So obia ya wo no enye obia na ye ne bone ono oba out no oba ma osanso wo ba. What you say?
Pacho betumi asi ho ni bia na line
ha meche say obia ya wo no a owo ba no sa wo be ma sa nipa kro no wo de hwe o ye mistake ben e de ba ne sa. Enti ono no obetusu de ehi obetusu be ma na obetusu oba na obeyusu emu de na obeyusu.
Yes, of course. What to menka? Once that oba ne bema sex on ebe make you we nipa. Oba ne de ne dia beba, bema de ne dia beba. Baby o homa ebetumi akwa ba akwa release more of nti na friend congenital abnormalities na.
Enti si say no, sa bema na owo bema na sa wo oba no. Die no obeyusu.
Hello.
Mrs. Abema na owo penis no sa vagina no. Ono no dey na obechuso oba na obechuso bema no.
So for any day we say you hu bia na you be stand the office.
All right, so thank you very much for joining this program. I really love your input and advice you give to people that we should see these people, you know, I mean, I think I should get a doctor and, you know, name bisa questions more to see, you know, because yet Tikroma and no one cover and so I say, yeah, all right, so I mean, this is basically what it is. I like this guy for coming in. It's a very constructive, you know, how do you call it? It's a very constructive, you know, how do you call it? So I really love that. Anyway, so we are about to get off this program. And see where we are going to be. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
From the beginning, I was talking about two people that are gays. People that are being born gays and people that are not, that learned it maybe from school, from maybe somebody raped them when they are from childhood and all that. But
all right, somebody send me a text message. Hermaphrodite is mainly caused by conception disorder. So what do the child do? What are they going to do? You're going to take the penis off or you're going to take the vagina off? Which one? All right,
if people really listen, that is why these are some of the things I hate to talk about gays and lesbian issues. Because no matter what you say, when people have made their mind, you cannot change them sometimes.
Yes.
No matter the noise you make into their ears, it's just like you are talking to deaf people. You see, so you just leave them with their ignorance most of the time. I did said something that we have two different types of gayism or LGBTQI. We have some that are born naturally like that. You can say whatever scientists talk about. Scientists make mistakes all the time. Scientists that is not gay or is not lesbian can never identify, no matter what they will do, can never identify what the person feel within. And these are the people that they are bold to come out and say, no matter what you do, this is how I am. This is how I feel I'm born. You can never change that person. People that got it or learn it from somebody, maybe for money, reason, peer pressure, or they were being raped. These are the people that when you approach them, when they come in contact with you, by how do we call it? Therapy, by maybe how do we call it? Counseling. And when you draw closer to them, you talk to them, you preach to them. These are the people that they can come out and say, once I was living a gay life. Now I'm not doing it anymore. You know why? Because he was not born like that. If you are born like that, no matter what, no matter they will preach to you, today you will say you have changed. Tomorrow you find yourself going into it again. But someone who is not born like that, with your therapy and your counseling and everything, you can convince that person to change from that ways. And these same people too, sometimes you cannot change them. They decide that they feel safe within what they are now and they want to be in it. But the thing is that people born like that or not born like that, are they not human beings? Must you treat them like they are not, like not, don't feel safe to live? It's just basic questions. That is what I said. When you start a program and you are talking, people do not join from the beginning. If they come on the program, instead of them to stay on the program, to listen to what you are saying, before if they have a contribution, they will contribute or they will ask you questions, they quickly jump into conclusion. Which is a very bad thing among Africans.
Black Jesus, why did you name yourself Black Jesus?
Don't go
You didn't see that coming, eh?
The name Black Jesus, I did not get it for myself.
Okay.
I believe as human beings as we are, we all have an instinct. We all have a spirit within us. If you are very spiritual, most of the time, if you listen to your instinct, you can see or hear that something is talking to you. There is a force that is talking to you.
Yeah.
I just woke up one day from bed, from a dream, and the name just appeared to me, Black Jesus. And I'm like, what is Black Jesus? And I just went on Facebook, changed my normal name, and put Black Jesus over there. Because I feel I have a tax in this world. There are so many people out there, innocent people just like me, innocent gays and lesbian, LGBTQI community that don't have the voice to talk. People are being maltreated day in, day out. People are being tortured day in, day out. People are being killed day in, day out. And I think the name Black Jesus came just because I am like out and I have the voice to defend and talk for the minority in a majority. That is it. So the name Black Jesus, it just came naturally.
Okay, so basically you are Black Jesus for the people who are voiceless.
Yes.
All right. I think somebody put down. I was done, but somebody put an input right now. I'm very interested in. I'm going to have him talk. Hello.
Hello, Safaro.
Yes, sir.
I like your program. I just wanted to contribute.
Thank you very much.
Okay. My issue is with the program is Collins. Me or friend is any page, which is a very nice program.
Yeah.
But my issue with him is
Kokosa Empire president.
This was the time for him to educate Ghanaians about homosexuality.
Yeah.
Because we be fresh, they say, I can say, and more crowd, young conda. They are, if you go Google now, there are so many type of homosexuality animals. Same partner, so many things. This was the time I could educate for. You busan. And one thing I don't like about the LGBT guys is who be some question instead of them educating you now who said yeah no the fussy no the fussy I saw more then calling you should sit down steady said you'll be banner or two question man obey me then at man there are so many things that also Muslim because who be some man no be now cause they don't want to super pass they should sit down and study basa about we a friend say conventional therapy now. About conventional therapy now. American Medical Association. It has never worked. I don't know the reason. America for current
That's true.
Ghana, we don't have any facilities, infrastructure. America for current Ghana. David. Yes, it's now educate them. There are so many things. I say, Ubisoft, not this and that. Collins and his guys, and they should sit down, do more research. Said will be bad some so many comparisons, which is it doesn't make any sense. Ghana for Yampadisian cry. So this was the time I think or throw so more light on what they are going through. So this is the advice I made them Collins. I love your program in Ghana Koforia.
Hey, Koforia para frame fisi my enshira. All right, Obi Ferry Coffee, Guinea. Somebody called me from Guinea. I didn't pick. All right, Unya, Medase,
Thank you very much.
Somebody called from Guinea. I was just laughing. I was like, hey, Guinea for Liberia for Nyinafre. Anyway, Collins, so we now know where your Black Jesus came from. Can you wrap up for us? Can you sum yourself for us? In fact, I've disturbed your sleep for the day. In fact, Charlie, hugs for you, man. Hugs.
It's 3 o'clock.
All right, so just sum up for us.
Let me just say this small thing. To conclude, I will not say I'm begging Ghanaians. I will not beg for anything. I'm just going to tell Ghanaians that they should be it Muslims, Christians, Buddhists, traditionalists, chiefs, wherever and whoever are form this country Ghana. We should see ourselves as one people. If we kill ourselves as Ghanaians, where would it lead us to? Where are we going to end? If we kill ourselves as Ghanaians, where is the Ghana going to be? Where is Ghana going to, go? We are one people. We should love to tolerate each other. We should love to love each other, each other. We should not bring division. This hypocrisy, and this one is this one is a Christian, this one is a Muslim, this one is a traditionalist, will not take us anywhere. We should see ourselves as one people, one color, and we should let love lead. Forget about what somebody is doing in his private room. Because what I do in my private room, whether they change or they pass this bill or they don't pass this bill, whether they legalize LGBTQI rights or they don't legalize it, it will not change the price of a kinky in Ghana. It will not change anything as you that you are straight. So we should just let love lead. And the people that keep on saying, even we are not, how do we call it? We are suffering, there is no job, there is nothing moving on in Ghana, and they are now going to add LGBTQI rights. The people, I just want to tell them, if there is no good job, there is nothing working in your country, it's time for you to tell your leaders that this topic about gays and lesbians is not our headache. We should let our leaders do the necessary thing for us. And one thing the gays and lesbians are asking, they are not asking of marriage. They are only asking of common basic right as a normal human being. That they will feel safe as Ghanaian security and health system. Security and health system. Because when I was also living in Ghana, there are so many times that because I was working with NGOs, people come to you at the office. They will tell you, if I'm sick, I don't feel comfortable to go to the hospital. Why don't you feel comfortable to go to the hospital? Because I'm afraid if I go to the hospital, I cannot open up to the doctor. Tell the doctor that I'm gay and maybe I have gonorrhea, I have syphilis, I have wax. I cannot feel comfortable to talk to the doctor. Immediately, the doctor sees me as a gay person. The doctor will bring a Bible. The nurse will bring a Bible. The nurse will start immediately, instead of the nurse to give me treatment, the nurse will start preaching to me. We have bisexuals in Ghana. People don't feel comfortable to open up when they go to hospital. People feel shy that when I go to hospital and I tell the doctor that I'm a bisexual, the treatment I'm supposed to get, the doctor will not even mind me. These are what the community is asking for, that give us basic protection. Let us feel as humans. And then Africans will twist the whole thing that, but that is something different. That is the latter part of it.
I'm just reading something here. Somebody just wrote. I say, Papa Ness, you sound gay.
You see, these are some of the things. These are some of the things that this bill is going to bring. These are some of the confusion. Just because somebody talk like a gay person, somebody somewhere is going to, how do you call it, humiliate and harass the person just because of the way they talk. These are some of the things that we are talking about. Just because somebody is walking on the streets, shaking the buttocks, walking like a lady, somebody is going to assault the person. Meanwhile, we have thousands of people. They talk like women or lady, but they are not gays. Some people are born naturally like that.
All right. So thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you too.
Kroger. Mr. Kroger. Mr. Collins Agbedanu. I like that name. Agbedanu. I like that name. Agbedanu.
It's a strong name.
Yes.
It has a strong meaning. Lifetime mysteries.
Wow. I like that name. Anyway, thank you a lot.
Things so
delayed. I felt so bad when I was calling. I said, "Hey, Charlie, I know you're a busy guy. I know you're a busy guy. You're a very, very busy guy. And I thank your followers a lot. I thank you so much for sacrificing your time to come and educate us on these things. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I love you, man. I love you.
Thank you. I'm honored.
Won't tell me you love me too, man? Tell me
Oh,
I
I
love you
love
too.
you. You know, I love you as a brother. You're my big brother
So
now.
that's
Thank you so much. Thank you.
all right.
For
So
the prayer.
thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
and I know that we are going to. I hope we can do this again. This particular thing, we can
Yes.
do it again,
Yes.
and
Only
talk
when there
more
will be
about.
no telephone calls to disturb our interaction.
But it still made the program nice. I mean, you could still tolerate people here and there when they say what they
You
think
know
they
me, I
want to
have
say.
the heart to tolerate everybody.
You are just strong, man. I know.
I'm never bothered because
You.
these things I've heard it thousands and
Yeah.
thousands and thousands, but I'm still living. So
Yeah. As for you, are
people
special.
will not like to learn. It's
Thank
one
you,
of those
Vitela.
things. It's not.
Vitela, thank you very
Thank you.
much for always allowing me to do these programs. And I know this is a very blessed program. It's a good program. Thank you so much for this very minute. Thank you so much. I know you're probably sleeping or taking care of the family. Thank you very much. I love you. I love you so much. And guys, thank you also those who came to support. Please keep on sharing this video so that it may reach some people, who may listen and feel better. And somebody's question may be answered. Okay. And I want us to be very smart about issues and things. God is the only person that can judge people. Let God judge people. Let God judge people. Let's do our part as human beings. Let's love people no matter what. Because if your son is a thief and is always stealing, you're not going to kill him. You're going to try every possible best to win your son back to stop stealing. If your son or your daughter is an addict of some kind of drug, you're not going to kill your daughter because she's an addict. But what you do, you try to help them as much as we can. And honestly, I'm going to tell you, those of you Ghanaians who are molesting and beating gay people and all that, it's a time that we stop those things. Okay? If you can't stand them, go away from them. But don't beat them. Don't cut them. Don't slap them. Don't beat them. Those things are not necessary. Those things are not necessary. If you think there's something wrong with them, please lift up a prayer for them. Let them also live. Okay? Don't kill them, just like you will not kill your child when your child is a thief. Or when your child is an addict. Please, let's be honest about these issues. And I didn't bring Black Jesus for us to tear him apart. No, I didn't do that. I wanted him to come, express himself, and talk. Tell us how he feels and what he thinks, and we all move on. Please, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to Safari TV Africa. I will entreat you to subscribe to Safari TV Africa on YouTube and on Facebook, so that when we have such programs in diverse ways, you can be able to have it. Subscribe also to, with all due respect, Kevin Taylor's platform, and also Loud Silence TV. Thank you very much for for having the patience and the love. Those of you who were not able to restrain yourself from typing negative things, I understand you. I used to be like you. I was, but when you find people like that, let's think outside the box. Don't beat them, don't hurt them. You don't have to do that. If you can't stand them, just leave them alone. That's my advice. Okay? That's my advice for you. And after you subscribe, always leave a message for me and I will get back to you. The number is 508-340006 0069. All right, guys, I love you so much. So, guys, do me a favor. Subscribe to Safari TV Africa on YouTube. Safari TV Africa on YouTube. And God will bless you. Thank you very much. I'm blessed to have you over here. Kevin, wherever you are, may God bless you and your family as well. May God bless you. Today I saw you heated. very, very much heated. Yes. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. God bless you all. I love you all.